If you are trying to win over a room full of distracted students or disengaged co-workers, this might just be your new secret weapon. This is the HKMLC Essential 55-inch interactive whiteboard, a wall-mounted touchscreen that can turn boring lectures into TED Talks and brainstorms into breakthroughs. From multi-user drawing to video calls, this 55-inch whiteboard claims to do it all. But when one product tries to be everything, it often ends up being nothing at all. Today, we are pulling back the curtain to see what it can really do and why it deserves a spot in your wall. For a device priced at over $1,600 USA, unboxing is a pretty satisfying experience. The smart board comes well packed, with everything neatly arranged and protected. The screen itself looks clean and has modern slim bezels, a white finish, and a smooth glass front that feels solid. It's more matte than glossy, which helps with glare, but yeah, smudges still happen. Nothing a quick wipe can't fix. Inside the box, you get the main board, 2 magnetic pens, a remote, 4 Wi-Fi antennas, and a wall mount kit. They even include the cables, which honestly should be standard but somehow still feels like a bonus. Right out of the box, it looks ready for business, like something made to get used, not just sit in a corner and look impressive. This interactive smart board is really huge. The board measures 54 by 34 inches and weighs just under 65 pounds, so it's a two-person job to mount, but still, the quality is absolutely on point. The front is full glass, giving it a clean, sharp look while the frame feels solid and well finished. No cheap plastic corners here. The ports are neatly placed on the side and back, making them fairly easy to reach, whether it's wall-mounted or on a stand. You got your HDMI, USB, Ethernet, and even a Type-C in the mix. The speakers are built into the bottom with an open design. Now, this wider opening lets the sound breathe a bit, so instead of it feeling boxed in or muffled, audio spreads out nicely across the room. They are surprisingly clear, definitely good enough for meeting or classroom use. There's nothing overcomplicated about what's inside the smart board. Under the hood, it is powered by a quad-core A55 processor. Nothing flashy, but more than enough to handle what this board is built for: presentations, whiteboarding, video calls, and running productivity apps. It comes with a 4 GB of RAM and 32 GB of onboard storage, which covers day-to-day tasks like switching between apps, saving notes, or casting a screen. The board runs on Android 11.0. That's not the latest version. It is stable and still compatible with most popular apps like Zoom, Google Meet, and Microsoft Teams. You get 4 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage, which is enough to juggle your slides, some cloud syncing, and maybe a YouTube video when no one's watching. It runs Android 11, which is a little behind at times but still totally fine for most apps you would actually use. Graphics are handled by the integrated GPU. It's not going to render a Pixar movie, but it does keep things moving smoothly on that big 4K screen. The HKMLC smart board features a 55-inch 4K UHD display, and for this screen size, the resolution is appropriately sharp. You're getting a clear image across the board, whether it's fine text in a presentation, detailed graphs, or high-res video content. The panel uses LCD technology, offering a reliable balance of brightness and color accuracy. Obviously, it's not an AMOLED OLED display, but still, for the price tag, performs really good. Very well in standard indoor lighting conditions as well. The visibility remains consistent even at wider angles, which is particularly important in classrooms and conferences rooms where not everyone sits dead center. Touch responsiveness is another area where the board performs confidently. It supports up to 20 simultaneous touch points. Yes, 20, allowing multiple users to write or interact at the same time, ideal for collaborative tasks. This 8 ms response time is effective, providing a writing experience that feels immediate and intuitive. It uses infrared touch technology, which, while different from capacitive displays, is well suited for larger formats. It allows for both finger and stylus input and tends to be more forgiving with larger gestures or varied stylus types. The included stylus feels responsive with just enough tactile resistance to avoid that slippery glass feel. Whether you are sketching diagrams or annotating documents, the board keeps pace without delay. Once it's powered on, you're getting a clear image across the board, whether it's fine text in a presentation, detailed graphs, or high-res video content. Text is crisp, visuals pop, and none of your co-workers will have anything to complain about. The panel uses LCD technology, as we mentioned earlier, offering a reliable balance of brightness and color accuracy. It performs well in standard indoor lighting conditions, and the visibility remains consistent even at wider angles, which is particularly important in classrooms and conference rooms where not everyone sits dead center. Using the smart board is kind of like putting a Chromebook and a smart TV in charge of your classroom or boardroom. And honestly, they're handling it better than expected. It runs Android 11 and interface is clean, familiar, and not overloaded. You can install apps like Zoom, Teams, Google Meet, YouTube straight from the Play Store. There's also surprisingly solid WhiteBoard app, a file manager that doesn't fight you, and multitasking that actually works. Uploading files, that's easier than expected. The smart board supports cloud syncing, and exporting files is as simple as scanning a QR code or uploading directly to Drive or Dropbox. It's clearly designed to blend into a workflow rather than trying to take it over. In a classroom, the 55-inch whiteboard feels like it's been designed by someone who's actually survived a few chaotic lessons. Writing on it is quick and responsive. It's accurate enough that you can draw diagrams, write equations, or underline the word homework 5 times without it glitching out or getting weird. And with 20-point multi-touch depth, technically, a whole group of students can write on it at once. Whether you use that power for good or bad, that's another story. The Android interface is straightforward. You don't need any special training to start a call or share your screen. Casting from a phone or laptop is smooth, and delays are barely noticeable. If you're trying to keep students engaged or just slightly more on task, this might be the screen that actually earns its spot in the room. For office use, you can jump straight into meetings, share screens wirelessly, and run video calls without juggling 3 different devices. You won't have to email yourself slides just to open them on the meeting room PC or cross your fingers that the HDMI cable works this time. The HKMLC smartboard supports Zoom, Teams, Meet, and WebEx and lets you cast or access files directly. Whether you are brainstorming, presenting, or just trying to survive Mondays, check in without tech issues, it makes your setup look a lot more impressive than it probably needs to be. This smart board feels like someone took 6 different gadgets, crammed them into one, and somehow made it work beautifully. It's your projector, your smart board, your interactive whiteboard, your computer, your TV, your kiosk, and your audio system, all in one setup. Putting together the device is refreshingly simple. The wall mount attaches without any weird tools, and when it's up, the board boots quickly. On-screen prompt guide the setup process clearly, and there's a physical manual too, just in case. Just plug in, power on, and you are good to go. Plus, they don't just give you the board, you get the wall mount, remote, whiteboard pens, and all the cables you could possibly need. Basically everything but someone to set it up for you. HKMLC whiteboard definitely nails all the essentials. Crisp 4K display, responsive touch, and all-in-one functionality. It feels like an investment. And when it comes to learning or presenting, this thing levels up the experience. Lessons feel more like experiences, meetings don't drag on forever, and group work gets fun. But for something running Android 11, the $1,600 price tag feels a little steep. That said, if you're willing to overlook this one part and want to see what the board's really like, check out the link in the description. Who knows, you might just end up loving it once you try it for yourself. And by the way, if you already have one of their whiteboards, why not share with us your own impressions? Pros and cons lists in the comment section below. That's all for today. Thank you for watching Tech Utopia and see you in the next episode. Ma salama.